Hello and welcome back to another Python tutorial video. In the last few episodes we learned how to manage data within a Pandas DataFrame. But how do we go about extracting values from a data frame in order to use it somewhere else in our code? Well, that's exactly what we'll look into today. Let's start with the data frame you can see on the right-hand side. Now then, first of all, in order to extract a column from our data frame, all we have to do is write, for example, print df speed. And if we run the code, you can see that this returns the column containing our values of speed. I'm sure many of you remember this method from previous episodes. However, how many of you realized that what we have extracted is no longer a Pandas data frame, but rather a Pandas series? Well, now for most of you this won't matter. However, some of you may wish to preserve the data frame structure in order to then apply some of the other techniques we saw in our previous videos. In order to do this, all we have to write on the left-hand side is df of list of speed. See what I just did? I no longer extracted a single Pandas series from our original data frame, but instead I simply isolated the column of interest while still preserving the overall data frame structure. We can of course add more columns to our data frame by including more column names inside of our parentheses. So we can write, for example, df speed, age. And this will give us the same data frame as before, except now we have included two columns instead of only one. Now, how about extracting individual rows instead of columns? This can be done in two ways. First, we can write print df.lock Audi, for example, and this will return the row whose index corresponds to Audi. Another way of returning a row is by its numerical index instead. So considering that the row we extracted before is the third in our data frame, we can write df.ilock2. And this will give us the same row as before. Now, why did I write 2 if we saw that the row is the third in our data frame? If you've been following my tutorial so far, this should be an easy question for you. So see if you can answer by leaving your comment down below. With that, I look forward to seeing you all again next week. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, happy coding!